Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. As always, we greet you with the greetings of Islam. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And you are watching again your brother Gabe Al-Romani talking about Positive Islamic Psychology, the series, alhamdulillah, where we are trying to implement the model to develop our community, develop ourselves first, our community, and then of course the Ummah, and bring about a global change when it comes to the spiritual, the physical, the intellectual, the emotional realm. And of course, that change will be felt by every single individual in this world, inshallah, including the non-Muslims, that we are trying to bring into the fold of Islam, from darkness into the light. لِيُخْرِجَهُمْ مِنَ الظُّلُمَاتِ إِلَى النُّورِ. We talked about the PIP model and the responsibility that we have, our choice in our life when it comes to developing our own selves. Today we're going to talk about cognitive behavior therapy based on positive Islamic psychology, the PI-CBT, and we're going to talk about group counseling. See, because in the end, this course, the objective of this course based on this book is, of course, to not only create education and awareness, but to create, of course, an army of counselors, coaches who will be able to implement this model, the Khalifa model, to implement the 4 stages, the 4 principles, to gear and reshape education all over the world based on the learning theories, so that it can cause that change. So why is group counseling more important than individual counseling? And how does cognitive behavior therapy help us? Well, the cognitive behavior therapy focuses on the spiritual, the emotional, the mental, and the physical development, right? That inner speech can influence both. And of course, that is all, don't think of it as linear. It's a model. It's a 3D model, basically, with different axes where Iman and Wahi are, of course, the most important. But then thinking about that and conceptualizing those and applying them into the model and using the learning theories are very, very much important. So let us look at cognitive behavior therapy. And counseling or therapy can be delivered on a one-to-one basis, and it can be done by a certified PI-CBT coach, right? But it is more practical to use the group approach. And why is that? Well, I'll tell you why is that. 2 basic reasons are that almost any kind of group are more efficient and have more resources available, right? And there's more viewpoints in that setting. So basically, you bring together a group of people for a common cause and save time and effort, thereby increasing efficiency. وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى. Help each other in righteousness and God fear. So a group of people can offer more viewpoints. They can relate more ideas. The Prophet ﷺ took a shura with the Sahaba. Dawah projects are more successful when there's a group setting, right? Every prophet had people behind him and it was more effective. So it is used to transform the Ummah. You can have groups of 4 to 12 members. You can meet weekly, monthly, and so on, but it should be consistent. And you share ideas, thoughts, and feelings, and you support each other. Support groups like what I do with the Muslim Alpha Men Society, right? These are so important because it helps you to connect to others. One of the greatest problems when it comes to people reaching out and admitting that they have a problem, they think that they are alone. The elephant in the room type of feeling. I'm the only one. And shaitan makes you feel like that, hence makes you lose hope and makes you feel you're the only person, the worst person. Now, that's not a license to commit sins. Oh, there's others who do it as well, because that is the opposite effect, right? A lot of people will say and justify, well, he does it too. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to say, other people are in this problem, let us solve it, right? The Prophet ﷺ said, don't look above at the people above you, look at the ones below you, so that you may not make kufr of the ni'mah that Allah is giving you, right? It is a great advice by the Prophet ﷺ. We deconstruct our situation where we feel like things are wrong. We're in depression. We are alone. We are doing this sin. We are, people are addicted to all kinds of things, pornography, drugs, you name it. When I counsel people, they feel like they have no hope because shaitan makes them fall into that trap. I am alone. I'm the bad one. I have no hope. Allah will not forgive me. How many people say that? So, last episode we said how we can use cognitive behavior therapy, positive Islamic cognitive behavior therapy, on small support groups. And what's the importance of a group? To make ta'awun, to work together. We said these groups can be set up as part of mosques, masajid, or community. Okay? And it can be 4 to 12 members. But again, what's the importance? The experience of communality, universality, right? In a group setting, people would often discover that they are not alone. There's other people who have the same thoughts and feelings. So that helps you to share a common problem and also helps you to solve the problem. Because when there's someone with you, you feel stronger. When Musa alayhi salam was sent to Fir'aun, he asked for Harun to help him, and Allah sent Harun to him. The Prophet had Abu Bakr with him, and they're so close. Dawood and Sulaiman. There's always been some support, some form of support. Okay? So we can train the PIP life coaches to work within our communities to help these groups. And I believe that we could solve a lot of problems. Number one, we can help people or youth with drug or alcohol addiction. You can help youth with addiction to online games or pornography. You can help parents of children with autism and learning difficulties. You can help family members of mentally ill patients share how they're coping with the stress and stigma of society, right? You can help children of divorced parents talk about their experiences and adjustments. You can talk to and help elderly people who are confined to different centers to support each other in an effort to cope with loneliness. You can help family members of cancer or chronically ill patients to find comfort in hearing that others are also experiencing similar problems and challenges and how to carry on with their lives. You can help individuals with disability share their feelings and fears about their disability. You can help stay-at-home mothers who need friendship with other housewives, right? Because women are being attacked now by the feminist movement to make them feel like, oh my God, staying at home is so bad. I'm the only one. I'm losing out. So mashallah, when you have a good community of women to encourage themselves that this is for the sake of Allah and you're taking care of children, nurturing human souls, then they feel differently. Recently divorced individuals and single mothers and fathers to learn how to cope with others. Troubled youth going through adolescence to sexual morality, even homosexuality and lesbianism, which is huge in our society. Victims of natural disasters, right? Or losing, poverty, all kinds of stuff. Stress and stress management in work. People suffering from AIDS or other chronic diseases. Prisoners who have lost their freedom, and many other social or psychological problems that are currently faced, right? So the coaches can contribute towards the psychological well-being of the Muslims and the Muslim community. And this feeling of communality shared, it's very helpful and therapeutic for most individuals that cannot develop in individual counseling. It's very hard for a counselor to just connect unless you've been through the same problems yourself before. But if not, that is a problem. So we develop this sense of we-ness, commonness, togetherness, right? We-ness, we call it, to help us cope and solve our problems and get over our hardships, inshallah.